Session 2. The Thermostat that runs your financial life. Proverbs 4, verse 23. Yesterday we named something important. We named the lie. Today we go inside the mechanism that keeps the lie running, even after you know it is a lie. This is probably one of the most frustrating experiences in personal change. You can know something is wrong and still find yourself doing it. You can know the poverty theology is false and still flinch when an opportunity for financial growth appears. This is not weakness. This is the thermostat running. Today we understand exactly how it was built. Proverbs 4, verse 23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Everything you do flows from it, including your financial decisions. Above all else is Mikal Mishmar. Mikal in Hebrew simply means above all things, more than anything else. Mishmar, a guard, a watch, a place of keeping. Solomon is not saying guard your heart among other things. He is saying this is the priority above every other priority. More than your investments, more than your strategy, more than your budget. Guard what is running inside your heart or the seat of your soul in your mind. Guard your heart is netors libbeka. Netors, to keep, to guard, to preserve, to watch over with intention. Libbeka, your heart. But in Hebrew, lev does not mean emotion primarily. Lev is the seat of the will, the mind, the inner life. It's the place from which decisions originate, the place where your financial thermostat lives. Guard it, watch over it, because everything flows from it. And this is where the word yestes, everything you do flows from it. Yestes goes out, proceeds, comes forth. Not some things, not most things, everything. Your bank account is downstream of your lev. Your savings rate is downstream of your lev. Your capacity to build wealth is downstream of your lev. You cannot permanently change the downstream without addressing what is upstream in your mind, soul, and heart. There are 4 channels that we discussed in episode 1. Yesterday we introduced the financial thermostat. Today we go deeper into exactly how it was set. There are 4 primary channels that shape yours, most of them before you're old enough to make a conscious choice about any of them. So channel 1 is observation. What you watched happen with money in your household growing up. Not what was said, what you saw. Parents arguing over bills, a single parent working multiple jobs and still falling behind, windfalls that disappeared immediately with nothing to show for them, the way money created tension or shame or pride or anxiety in the people around you. Your nervous system was watching all of it. It was recording, filling every scene, building its model of what money does and what money means. Channel 2 is instruction. What was explicitly taught to you about money by parents, teachers, leaders, pastors, culture? Save your money, do not talk about money, money does not grow on trees, rich people are different from us, you have to work hard for everything. What, do you expect me to hand everything to you on a silver or a gold platter? Some of those instructions contained genuine wisdom. Some were rooted in fear rather than truth. Some were simply the inherited beliefs of people running their own unexamined programming. Channel 3. Experience. The moments that left a lasting mark. The first time you felt the shame of not having enough. The financial decision that went badly and left a residue of caution that still shapes you today. Experience writes deeply into the thermostat because it carries emotional weight. Emotionally weighted memories influence behavior more powerfully than information ever will. Channel 4. Theology. What you were taught God thinks about money and the people who pursue financial success. This channel carries moral weight on top of emotional weight. If your theology said wealth is spiritually suspect, such as in rich people got that way because they must have been dishonest or stole it from somewhere, if it said the wealthy are probably corrupt, if it said sacrifice and poverty are markers of real faith, then pursuing financial improvement carries an invisible cost. It feels like betrayal. It feels worldly. And that feeling is a thermostat correction pulling you back toward what feels spiritually safe, even when it is financially destructive. And so at this point, it's important to remember that we can all have wrong ideas pertaining to money. Money is one of those things that if you grew up with very little of it, you would probably grow up thinking that it wasn't very important at all. And if you were like me, I took the vow of poverty because that meant that we could go and serve in ministry anywhere, and God would simply take care of us. But I can tell you a personal story now. I sacrificed my dental in order for this to happen. I sacrificed even my marriage because we didn't buy things that were necessary. My wife thought that what's wrong with me, that why couldn't we have things like everybody else? And so it led to dental decay, but it also led to always buying used clothes, used cars, and making sacrifices for the sake of the ministry. But now I'm 65, and the government is offering us hardly enough to survive on. And so those are the consequences of not pursuing wealth. But here's another big one. Churches want you to give to support the ministry. How cheerfully can you give to the church when you don't have enough resources to do so? Well, the good news is that here's where we turn the corner, because everything that we have named so far could feel like a sentence, like you are permanently locked into the thermostat that was set for you, but you're not. Thermostats can be reset, not instantly, not without intention and practice, not without some discomfort as the new setting takes hold, but they absolutely can be reset. And the reset begins with exactly what you are doing right now. Let's take a look at 2 Corinthians 10, verse 5. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ. Take captive, Ike ma lo ti santes, to take as a prisoner of war. This is not passive. This is not gentle. This is not waiting for thoughts to change on their own. This is active, intentional. You are taking the thought prisoner and examining it in the light of truth. Every thought about money, including the automated programs that have been producing your financial results without your conscious awareness or consent. The declaration. Proverbs 4 verse 23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. It would be good for you to read this as a personal commitment, not just a recitation. I acknowledge the programming I received without shame and without blame toward those who gave it to me. I honor the people who shaped me, even when their influence was imperfect. And I choose today to take every thought about money captive, to examine it in the light of truth rather than running it automatically. I know where my thermostat was set. I know the channels that set it. And I choose today to begin the deliberate process of resetting it. My financial identity is being renewed one intentional day at a time. The reflection question. Of the 4 channels, observation, instruction, experience, theology, which one had the deepest impact on your financial thermostat? Can you identify a specific memory or moment from that channel? Name it specifically. You are not assigning blame, you are simply gaining clarity. And clarity is always where genuine change begins. So in closing today, we want to encourage you to guard your heart above all else, because everything flows from it, including everything we're building together over these next 30 days. Tomorrow we go deeper into the specific lies that need to be named and replaced. The journey continues. We'll see you in session 3.